Lately, on an Australian beach, wildlife volunteers were bewildered to find a rare albino turtle crawling across the sand. Linda Wardmide, the president of the group, said he wasn't sick, he was just white. Albino turtles are extremely rare and have a minimal survival rate, but Linda also said he was very chipper and took off into the water as happy as can be. The volunteer group named the turtle Albie, and so far Albie's future seems very bright. This summer's class made a sketch called Austin, Texas, Friday, February 22nd. The classes read poems to
in each of your classes.
Okay. That's a really good question. Okay, who thinks they can answer that one? Alex, you pick them.
Katya.
Oh, you want to come up here and answer?
Okay, you gotta say it really loudly.
Say, my name is Katya.
My name is Katya. There are 25 students in each classes.
Were you guys able
We have 22. 22 bucks. We have about 22, I guess, in each class. Some have 23.
It's time for Secret Teacher! Do you have any kids? If so, how many?
I have one stepdaughter, one granddaughter, and one on the way.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
How long have you worked at Hillcrest?
Since 1999, 17 years.
It's Mr. Jeffries!
Donuts with Dad was delightfully delicious, with so many interesting families and not to mention amazing food. Could anything go wrong?
Let's go to the scene with our guest reporter, Abby Steinman, to get some insight from the families.
You gotta start over.
Oh, who are you here with today?
My dad.
What events would you guys like, what family events would you guys like to have here at Hillcrest?
Obstacle courses.
What about you?
I wouldn't mind seeing a father-son shack race.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
There will be a lot of people toppling over. Who are you here with today?
I'm here with my grandpa, Jeff McAllister.
What family events would you guys like to see at Hillcrest?
I would like to see something where you can hang out with your family. Like, not one individual, just whole family.
What would you like to see?
What do I like to what?
Like, what events would you like to see at Hillcrest, family-wise?
Baseball. Oh, family-wise baseball. Baseball's always a family get-together, right? That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Who are you guys here with today?
My uncle.
What family events would you like to see here at Hillcrest?
More of these type of events where we can invite all the kids and whoever is significant in the kids' family.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sprigeo, a website dedicated to the prevention of bullying, is doing profoundly well in its efforts for an anti-bullying community. Sprigeo makes it simple and safe to report any type of bullying you might notice with its report option. If you are a victim of bullying, a witness, or even a bully yourself, we strongly advise that you report any occurrence of bullying through Sprigeo, or at least tell a trusted adult.
You might think that simply staying out of the situation is helpful enough, but there's so much more you can do to prevent bullying, even anonymously.
Please contact an adult or Sprigeo about any type of teasing to help someone is in need as soon as possible.
Mrs. Landrum's 4th grade class is getting tree sap from a tree in the front lawn of the school. We went to go talk to some of the students about what they learned about and how they did it, and here it is.
We're here with Miss Landrum's class, and they're going to tell us more about their tree sap projects. So what exactly are you doing with the trees?
We're drilling holes in them to get sap.
Is this sap going to be on waffles?
Yes, we're going to turn it into syrup.
Oh my gosh. How are you getting the sap from the trees?
Well, Mrs. Landrum's husband came over one night and he drilled a hole in the tree and put a bucket. Yeah, there's this thing sticking out of the or sticking out of the tree, and we hung a bucket underneath it so that the sap will fall into it, and then we can make our syrup.
That's great. Well, thank you for telling us all about how you're getting the sap for the trees. I hope you have amazing waffles and even better syrup.
We interviewed Mrs. Appling about the 3D printer contest.
Let's see what she had to say. We're here with Miss Appling.
And we're going to ask her questions about the 3D printer. So how does it work?
Well, I'm going to step out of the way so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But basically it starts with a spool of plastic thread up there, and the plastic thread's pretty thick, and it gets fed into a tube right here, and that tube leads to a nozzle. And this is the nozzle that actually heats up the plastic, and it heats up to about 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the computer right here has the program that it tells the 3D printer what it wants it to print. And so once you design something, the computer will kind of feed it into the 3D printer, and then the 3D printer will actually start to print it onto this plate right here, which gets to be about 65 degrees Fahrenheit, I would say. So that's basically in a nutshell how the 3D printer works.
Any additional comments?
No, I would say a lot of people have asked, how do I print something on this 3D printer? And I would say you need to have an account with Tinkercad, and it has to be an account that's through your parents. So it has to be used through your parents' email, so that way you can design something. And then we did have a 3D design challenge, which it kind of fizzled, so I kind of want to bring it back. But basically, if you wanted to design something, it has to be something of your own design. It can't be something that you just upload. And if we have multiple people from each class that want to print something, because it takes hours to print just one thing, we'll probably just vote as a class on what you guys want to have as your 3D prints. So,
Thank you for talking to us.
thank you.